Good day, everybody. Well, maybe I should put my mic in front of my face so it doesn't sound like I'm talking 100 feet away, but good day to you all. We are on to our 9th tutorial, and if you've reached this point, you've actually already finished all the basic tutorials. From this point on, we're going to go into the more advanced stuff, and it will become less tutorial-like and be more just kind of fun, showing you different aspects of the game that maybe you don't have access to at a lower level. So you're not really obligated. I mean, you're not obligated to watch any of these, of course, but don't feel like you need to watch this tutorial in order to learn something that you didn't know. This is more informal. This is going to just show you some of the advantages of being high-level skilled and stuff. And anyway, enough of me talking. Here's some more of me talking. All right, so we are going to do advanced extraction today, and the reason for this is I want to show you what kind of extraction you can do, how much money you can actually make when... by the way, I don't speak Italian. That's all Google Translate down here. And anyway, I want to show you that, yes, it can be very profitable to be a miner in this game if you just have the patience or an insane amount of money to just fast track all the skills, which I don't. So I actually learned to mine over time. Alright, so what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you what I have here. I have Exploration 4 out of 4, which is awesome because I can see exactly how much resources are in the ground. This is not as important as this skill, though, which is Extraction. I have level 9 out of 10, which means 90% of what's in the ground is pulled up with my Extraction skill. Now, it's not perfect, but I'm in the process of training Stiletto, which lets me damage targets even more. Gives me a higher chance of going through their defense crystals and damaging them, because I am doing some PvP soon. Okay, so we're going to go right into Advanced Resource Extraction, and I'm going to show you what an enormous difference it actually makes. So, at my current location is IMA 100%. That is the beautiful, perfect amount of IMA. It doesn't get any better than that. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm in Stoneland. It's a very good place for IMA. Again, I'm kind of biased towards the orcs because that's what I am. But up north in the human territory, there's no oil at all. It's actually a game mechanic that makes it so that humans and orcs have to trade with each other. I think that's kind of cool. Alright, so we're just going to start. I'm going to do one extraction. Let's see what we picked up. IMA 3112. I believe the maximum amount is 3400. If I had absolutely perfect skills and we were on 100, we just slid over a little bit to 99. So let's do this a couple more times. Now, if you're at this point where you can see 100%, my advice to you is whenever you do extraction, do it down until you hit 75% or so. Any less, and you're just wasting mana on diminishing returns. Each time we extract, it is a diminishing return, of course, but it's not so bad down to 75%. So in that one little bit of extraction, I almost hit 20,000 IMA. Now, if you think back to our first tutorial, we hit 20,000 IMA after the entire tutorial, and that was enough to get about, what was it, 7 silver maybe? It wasn't that much. So I'm going to give you a couple little bits of advice on how to properly extract at the higher level. So you can see I'm in an Ox, very spacious cargo ship. Mine holds a little over 2 million because I've got an mithril armor plate on it, which is 162,000 weight. And another absolutely essential thing on any collecting ship is an auto collector. This costs 100 gold. Very expensive, but very, very worth it. It's a lot easier than clicking continuously because it almost instantaneously picks up anything within 300 yards of your position. And you can see as I'm creeping along at 13 thrust, I'm moving into new nodes every 20 seconds or so. So this number changes. Here's where it gets tricky. When you start to go up and down mountains, if you're not careful, these big old oxes will bounce off the ground and go flying into the air. That's the downside to the Ox. I think I mentioned it in the first tutorial. The big ships are like semi-trucks on ice, and that is so true. And one more. Notice how quickly it gets all picked up. Alright, I'm already at 52,000 IMA and 68,000 building stone. If you've run into the situation that I did where you go, what is the point of building stone? I don't even use it. Then I suggest you sell it on the market. Guys like me are desperately buying this stuff up because we need it for our castles. Alright, looks like I'm too far from the ground, so I'm just going to have to wait till I drift a little bit. Boom, look at all that. And you might notice I have mana in my hold. I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. Changed the music up a bit for you guys. Now we're on to Celtic music. If you've listened to any of the music from the previous tutorials, it was fantasy music, which coincidentally is not that different. So yes, if you're looking for stone in Ima, Stoneland is the place to be. And I mean, it's aptly named Stoneland. Another secret to finding stone is look for these areas on your map. These like light brownish colored guys, that is stone-covered land. Light brown is just sort of arid, a little bit of trees, a little bit of not, tends to be less resources there. And then green is going to be very thick covers of trees, which of course trees make timber. There's a random player's base. You cannot extract resources over a player's base. It will forbid you from doing it. But you can do it next to their base, and there is no standing penalty or anything like that. So extract away. Alright. We're already at 100,000 IMA and 135,000 stone. And as you can see, my mana is hardly affected. I'm just regenerating that mana like crazy. The reason is I used let's do one more. I used a vial of mana level 1. There's 3 levels. There's 1, 2, and 3. And anyway, sorry, one very fun thing to do in this game is just to shoot random NPCs down. They're really crappy. They shoot 10-pounders, but if you've got a decent warship, you can take them out. That's probably what I'm going to do after this tutorial. Okay, so we've got in our hold already almost 100 silver worth of materials, just at a glance. Let's see, 182,000 building stone. If I were to just sell what I have now, that's... oh, that's for sale, sorry. Yeah, that's about 25 silver, and then probably about 30 or 40 silver worth of IMA. I turned off my email. Sorry about those sounds. And if you have enough mana, you can fill your hold to about 2 million if you've got an ox. And you're looking at... Oh, see what I talked about with the bouncing? There we go. Anyway, I'll end the tutorial there because it's going to take me a long time to go down. But you'll end up at about 500 silver per cargo run, and those cargo runs will take you about 10 minutes. 500 may not sound like much, but you will see after you finish your achievements, it is extremely hard to earn silver in this game. No joke. Very difficult. I hope that they give more ability to earn silver, but in the meantime, yes, you're going to... Mining is probably your most profitable route. The other route is creating resources and selling them at distant NPC cities such as Vergen. Everything in Vergen is more if you sell it there. It's a very long trip from where I am down south of Nargval. But yeah, that's why I have 68,000 silver, because I made a single cargo run and sold a bunch of ammunition, made a fortune. So that's your quick tutorial on advanced resource extraction. I'm going to be dropping down for about 5 years now, and I will talk to y'all later.